G'day, legend. Back here at Clem's place. Back here. I don't know if I'm back here. This is my time here. Just wanted to show you Clem's place, really. So when I first heard about going to Clem's place, I looked on the map and I was like, this is a long way away from the airport. You know, like a long way away out into the middle of nowhere. Like, you know, there's PNG, which is, you know, a long way away. You know, not in like distance, but just in experience. Like there's just, it's like you're going to Animal Planet, you know, like where David Attenborough hangs out. And then there's Clem's place. And you think, this bloke Clem, who is this lad, eh? What's he up to right out here? Like, who sets up a resort for tourists this far out? And I guess Clem does. So we're here, and if you could look down there, you would have seen on a previous video, this is how you walk into Clem's place. He pulls up on the side of the island around there, and you walk all the way around here, and this is the view. Now we had a bit of rain last night. It looks like one of the vines has pulled down this branch on this tree up here. So, but normally this is beautiful like that all the way through. So you rock on in here, and there's a couple of, you know, some pretty nice houses here. And Clem makes a big difference to the community around here. So all the tourists that come to Clem's place, this is just over there, you know, he spends a lot of money, you know, making a difference and spreading the money out into the community to make a big difference. And his daughter is one of the ones that runs this walkway runs the entire length of the island, like all the way around. So they're just big contributors. They share the tourist dollars into the community here on the island and then back over onto the mainland, which I think is awesome. So this is the entrance to Clem's place. So that's where they hang out. There's Donna with the blue shirt on. She's awesome. That's Clem's daughter. And this is the entrance to Clem's place. And it's pretty epic, eh? Like nowhere else I've ever stayed. So they build all these buildings by hand. This man, the cleaner, he keeps the joint clean as, eh? There's heaps of leaves around here. Guy's like a machine. Don't know what's in there. I think it's the men's place there, actually. This is a new accommodation being put in, 2 rooms. And this is where we stayed, Brittany and I. And you can hear Araway and Clem and Britt there having a good chat. I'm doing my video. They've interrupted me. They didn't even know. Hey, hello. Hey, Clem. Brittany. Is it? Oh, great. I've interrupted their photos. So this is it. This is it. And when I say it, holy moly, it's it. That's another place you can stay. It's got 4 single beds in it at the moment. I think Araway's staying in there. Not sure who stays there, but we've stayed here, and Brittany and I. And that's new accommodation. And this is sort of like the kitchen area, like the common area. Got the solar panel, the satellite internet. There's no service here, champions. Not a single drop. Service stopped about an hour ago in about that direction. Oh no, actually. About an hour and a half ago. So there's no mobile service, but Clem has the epic internet. So we watched the NRL live the other night. The State of Origin. They love the Blues. The Maroons up here. Eh? So if you're up here and there's a rugby league game on and you've got the KO or whatever else it is, mate, they will love watching a game with you on the laptop. And then check. So this is where you come out. And then look at this. This is it. Straight down the beach. Look at it. It's magical. Like, and it looks overcast. Don't let that have you think that it might be cold here or not as fun. It's actually great. It just cools it down just that little bit of rain, just cools it down a little bit. Not that it's hot here, unbearably hot. It's just that Just nice to have a little bit of a temperature fluctuation. It just seems to be the same temperature all the time. There's no air conditioning out here, legends. There's not even like, there's generators or a couple of solar panels. There's lights, but mostly you cool down in the ocean. You can have a swim, you can snorkel over there. Epic reef. Goes down about 5 meters, just pretty much in that direction and to the left. Great snorkeling. I mean, if you wanted to, you could snorkel off here, but over there, it's epic reef. You can pull up and have a hammock. They're really comfy. Brittany fell asleep in one of those the first day we were here, and these are our how would you create them? I mean, they look like, obviously they're boats, you know, but this is how you get around here. It's like their car, the banana boat, and that it is surprisingly awesome in pretty much every type of ocean you can imagine. Doesn't look like much, but I guess if you've been hanging out in the islands for a while, you know boats. And these guys have been hanging on the islands for about a gazillion years, and they say these are the best ones. The Yamaha Enduro 40 and the 15. Blows me away, eh? And they reckon they last about 10 years before they sell them and then run them for another 10 years. The locals run them for about 10 more years after they sell them. So it's pretty good whack for I didn't know that. It's new for me. This is the view back. This is where you can have lunch or breakfast if it's not raining. Not that it's rained much while we're here, but it's good that it rains because there's no town water here, legends. It is rainwater. Everything's rainwater. You drink rainwater, you wash with rainwater, you cook with rainwater, all the rainwater, which is actually really tasty. I reckon it's got to be some of the freshest water in the world. I've drank out of streams in Tasmania, and yeah, this is pretty special. I reckon this has got to be cleaner the water than Tasmania. There is nothing out there, eh? Like if you look that way, the next bit of landmass is Japan. It's a long way. It's about 4,000 k's away, I reckon. Not that I've used a measuring tape or anything like that, but on the map it looks about that long. There's dunnies. They're pretty basic, eh? No hot water. You don't need it. You think you need it, and then you're getting that cool rainwater. That's the water supply for the shower and the toilet here. That's real toilet, eh? No hole in the ground, none of that nonsense. Real. Look at that thing. Plush Hasbro. Like a real toilet. Flushes and everything. Watch this. Eh? Real and with rainwater, mate. Like Papua New Guinea and rainwater. Check this out. Real showers. Check it out. Hey, look at that. Tropical paradise. Bring your own shampoo, legends. No shampoo here. You want to bring shampoo, you brush your teeth. That's my bit of rubbish. I picked that up yesterday. That's it. That's the toilet. Got lights on all night. They got electricity here. It's actually sort of good they got solar, because the electricity, the power grid here is not very reliable. It's actually more reliable here because they're on the solar and the generator. They use Australian plugs. So if you're coming to PNG, bring your Australian adapters or plugs. 240 volts, so your sweet Hasbro. We've been charging all our gear, phones, laptops, batteries, all that sort of stuff. It's a good idea to bring a battery charger here. There's not as many. This Benji, he's a champion, eh? He's funny. That's Clem. That bloke's a magic. He, for being so far out, he pulls off magic out here, eh? I'm not quite sure how he does it, but it's exceptional what he does. When I showed you out there in the ocean before, you know where I was pointing at, you might have seen that yacht. Big super yachts turn up here, you know, the $100 million, $200 million things with the helicopters on top. And Clem looks after him. He's known as the guy who can look after and make all the requirements of super yachts happen in Papua New Guinea, which is no mean feat. It'd be an incredible, especially out here, like everything has to be boated in, and they come and stop here, and they land their heli about back where I came through. So back up there, they land their helicopter on the soccer, rugby league, children's school playground. If they got a helicopter on the roof and come in on the roof of their boat and come in that way, and it's pretty exceptional to see some of the photos and people who've come here on their super yachts. You wouldn't. I'm not going to say any names, but you just look out there and you think to yourself, what an exceptional opportunity to come and see. It really is like humanity without all the crap. I've eaten lobster here, mud crabs, like everything that I could ever want to eat. It's just like, it's hard to fathom. In the West, it's just hard. Yeah, it's just different. It's exceptional. Like, it's definitely, if you're up for an adventure, this is what you want to come for. Anyway, this is our room. So we've got our PowerPoint, charging up all the gear. Look at that. Mr. Apple, Mr. Microsoft, toothbrushes, battery packs. We've got our fan, an extra fan. Also got our roof fan, which is more than enough. Mozzie net. The bed's comfy. Pillows, comfy as. Got another one in this room. There's no windows around here. They just put up, it's useless. You don't need windows. You just need to keep the bugs out. There's not many bugs. I think I've been bitten by a few ants. Those little fellas, they don't really hurt. I haven't seen a mosquito. I've seen a couple of flies. But you've got the mozzie net anyway, if you're worried about the mozzies. Probably a good idea to do the malaria tablets anyway. That's the room. She's basic, but well and truly, I have slept like a baby. And I normally don't sleep. I do like my creature comforts. And I've slept like a baby in here. It's been my best night's sleep so far. Pillows are good here, eh? Yeah. I put my pillow, my camping pillow, so it feels like my pillow, but I deflate it all because it's a blow up one, and put it over the top of their pillow so it feels like my pillow. So I'm like at home, but it's their pillow. And their pillows are great. Bring your towels, bring plenty of swimming gear, and get prepared for the stuff is going to get wet because you're constantly in the water, fresh or salt. Got your little balcony out here. Snorkels, make sure you bring your snorkels and goggles. If you're going to come here fishing, bring lures. Make sure you contact Clem, get onto him, ask him what lures to bring. Bring your fishing rod if you can. And if you can't do that, bring lots of braid so you can hook up your line. We had one yesterday, and on a TLD 25 rod line, whatever that reel thing is, and got on. We got 50 pound mono on, and locked it up full, and it just went zzz, and then that was it, the end of that line finished. We could not get any more mono on the reel, sorry. So we started driving with the boat as fast as we could towards the fish. We got a little bit of line back on, and then it started up again and bolted, and just hit the end of the rod, and we just could not catch it fast enough. Straightened out the steel clip, the big steel clip that hooked onto the lure. So definitely bring lures because they're very expensive here. Lobsters, not so much. You can pretty much eat lobster breakfast, lunch and dinner if you wanted to, as long as they can catch them. Mud crabs and fish. Lures, nah, you ain't getting no lures out here, legends, unless you bring some. Clem's got a couple, but he wasn't real pleased that I've lost 2 in 2 days. Because it's very hard to get him out here. So next time you come out here to fish, legends, bring lures, rod and reel, and if not, you can't bring a rod and reel, bring 50 pound mono so they can line it up. You can get some big fellas, 50 or even bigger if you wanted to. So this is underneath our bungalow. Oh, this thing's cool, eh? So you get the sand on your feet everywhere you go. Like you're walking around like this. You get the sand on your feet like that. So instead of taking it into your house, even though I've forgotten a couple of times, you put your feet in here, washes it all off, and you step up. No sand. Which is not really sand, it's actually little tiny bits of coral. Just crushed coral over the thousands of years or whatever. Here's my clothesline. You'll be drying a lot of clothes. Probably get a little bit more organised than me. I've almost run out of dry clothes because I keep wearing my dry clothes in the water and then forgetting to put them out. So just that'd be a good idea to be a bit more organised than me. Make sure you bring your fizzy drinks. There's no fizzy drinks out here. There's no shop. There's no shop once you're out here. The shop's 2 hours away by boat. And my bottom was highly tenderised after those 2 hours, even though we had a break. What else is there? There's the kitchen in there. So that's where they cook in there. Epic food, epic food. They've got an oven out here, which is about as rare as hen's teeth. Because where do you get an oven from? It's not like there's Harvey Norman down the road, is there? Eh? Oh, Jerry's not here selling them ovens. Refrigeration is Clem's got refrigeration, but not much, and it's plush as for out here. It's about the size of a single person refrigerator in Australia. You know, those, not the little fellas, the bar fridges, the ones that are a bit higher up than that. So we've got those, and yeah, so you can get about 3 cans each. We've got the 3 of us, we get 3 cans of whatever we want to drink, whether it's soda water or, you know, Fanta or an SP lager, which is good. It's pretty nice. What else is there? Oh, you need to bring pluggers or Birkenstocks. I like the Birkenstocks. I'll bring some joggers you can get wet. If you go hiking, I don't know if you can see the mainland, that's an island there. There's the mainland, New Hanover's over there. And they take you hiking, but it gets wet because you go in a creek, like a river, on a canoe, on a bamboo, like canoe looking thing that they make for you literally in front of you. So that's pretty cool. So you definitely want shoes and socks for that, but you won't wear them other than that. Ours are still drying up there in the kitchen area. And I'm probably going to forget things, eh? You can bring your lappy here if you want. They've got the internet. Probably a good thing to... Nah, you won't need it out here. There's no mobile reception. I was going to say you could get one of those Digicel SIM cards, which is handy if you've got mobile reception, and get yourself an eSIM on your phone if your carrier provides. I think Telstra sorts it out for you. I don't know about Optus or Vodafone. But you do that, and then you put your PNG SIM card in your phone, and you've got like at the moment it's $50 Australian for 75 gigs, which is pretty cheap. But none of that option is available here. It's a little bit different, eh? Like you'd think that I had the experience that there'd be windows. I was a bit worried that there wasn't any windows, it was just shade cloth. It's actually better because I don't have to open any windows. You really do want the windows open. And then at night time, because it's hot here, it's like about 30 degrees all the time. Not unbearably hot, just hot. The cold air comes off the mountains. You can feel it come down. Like it's not like actual cold, it's just cooler. And it blows through your bungalow. So it's pretty nice, eh? So you really don't want windows. You just want it to come through that shade cloth. And the shade cloth's way more robust than fly screen. And it keeps all the mossies and bugs out. And it keeps the sun out a bit more, so it's a bit more private. So yeah, it's pretty cool. There's Clem's other boat. I don't think it's going sailing anytime soon. I think it got smashed in the ocean, and not much can be done about it now because he is literally a long way away from pretty much everything. I'll tell you what, I have seen something, I'll show you, which is pretty cool. This gentleman here, like you think in the West, you know, where I'm from at least. You might not be from there. The politicians, they put on movies in the park and fix up the footpaths and mow a bit better and blah, 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 blah. You know, all that stuff that we're used to. Around here, the local politician, Ian Ling Stuckey, boats. Pretty cool. Do you want to see one up close? I'm going to show you. You wouldn't think to yourself, I wouldn't have thought to myself that, you know, politicians would give out boats, but around here, if you haven't got a boat, you ain't going nowhere. And this is the boat. It's a banana boat. Check it out. Pretty cool, eh? You sit on these things. Motor goes there, bung goes there. They take the bungs out while they're going to get the water out, if there's any water gets in. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. And they're like exceptional. Make sure you bring a hat when you come here, because on those banana boats, there's no roof. If you notice, there's no roof. See? You need a roof for yourself, for your head, especially a ranger like me. And lots of sun cream. Lots of sun cream. More sun cream than you could ever imagine is required, because it is a tropical paradise. There's nowhere to hide from the sun if you're out in the sun around here. So I think that's about it, really. Oh, I should take you up to school and stuff. I'll give you a quick walk up there, eh? They've got a school up here they support. So Clem's daughter. So the money that comes here for the tourists makes a huge difference across all the islands around here and on the mainland, which is New Hanover. And his daughter trained as a school teacher, and they didn't have a teacher here on the island. The kids would have to get up in the morning and paddle in on a dugout canoe to school on the mainland that I pointed out to you before over at New Hanover. So they decided that instead of doing that, Donna, which I pointed out to you earlier, she was the one in the blue shirt, that they'd set up a school here. So she did. She came and set up a school, a primary school. And what an exceptional thing to do. Like, that our tourist dollars are making such a big difference to the lives of the kids here. So they just come to school here now. They don't have to paddle. And it's a long way, like in a dugout canoe. Like, it looks a long way in a banana boat with a 40 horsepower on it. Tell you what, our kids have got it easy, eh? Check it out. So you get to walk through here. That's where Clem and his family lives. That's their family house. And it's okay if I walk through here. They know. I asked them, I could create a video beforehand. So you come through here. And over there's the school kids there at school. You might be able to see them over here. See the blue building? Just here. So that's Donna's. There's two teachers, two classrooms. Little kids on the left, I think, and the bigger kids up there on the right. That's their vegetable garden. There's Isaiah, Donna's partner. Donna's husband is setting up over there because it's an island. They've got mostly sand. This is the field, so you can land your heli on there if you've got a heli legends, and you want to come out here. You want to land. You don't want to take the boat. Just get a heli out here. We've got heaps of helis here in Papua New Guinea. I love a heli. It's one of the ways they get around a lot. Not the locals, but for business and stuff. So you can land your heli here and just go and rock on through there and stay. But it's pretty awesome. Community hall over there. Not sure what that building is. Yeah. Well, that's the next bit of the walkway goes down over that way. Cruise on down there and off to the right over that way. The island it's not very far over that way. And watch the sunrise. About 5 a.m. at the moment. Hello. I want to say hello to him. He's the champion. He's off to school. They finish school about lunchtime here, eh? Because it's a playground everywhere here. And the kids have an epic time. You can see them playing and having a good time. Yeah. So I love that our tourist dollars, I can actually see them at work. And it's all Clem. He's set this all up. The story goes like many years ago, he was like, oh, I'm going to put up a place for tourists to come and stay. They come and surf here. The surfing is epic. Every island around here has epic surf on it. Like, I mean, like, you know, in the magazine level, no one on it. Like, there is nowhere else to stay here to surf these breaks, as far as I'm aware, than Clem's place. And you go fishing and you catch fish, just bring lures and don't lose Clem's lures. Just a pro tip for you. But I just love that our our tourist dollars, you can actually see it happening. Oh, that's right, I was telling you Clem about a story about Clem. So he decided he was going to set up a place so tourists could come, and everyone thought he was, you know, mad. Like, you know, how do you do that? You can't do that. What tourists are going to come in? And they make a huge difference out here. Like, every house you visit, you know, benefits. Like, yesterday, we wanted to buy some tuna. We go and buy tuna from them. You know, we're buying crabs and lobsters. So, no, not we, Clem is. He tells you all the stuff. You know, we go over and do the adventure up through the river. Yesterday, we're spending money up there. You'll probably be able to see the video. I made it a little bit. I'll post it up another time. Well, it'll be on a different video. I love that, hey? Like, to know that my money's been making a difference here. Like, these kids are getting educated. All those legends over there, they're getting educated. Like, their lives are better because we came and stayed here. And Clem made it all happen. He's a legend, eh? He's so... You got to meet him, eh? He's a good bloke. And his son-in-law, Donna's partner, Isaiah, he's funny, eh? So's Clem. Isaiah loves to chat, eh? I like him. I reckon he makes the place here too. He's a character, eh? If you like a chat, maybe if you don't, you just like to hear someone chat. Isaiah's your man, eh? I think that's probably the best I could think of, eh? Yeah. They've got ice here, just so you know that. They make ice. In their freezer, it's in there. Yeah. Everyone never felt unsafe here, not for a single second. Nothing like people say. Look at this. Like, you wake up to this every day. Like, if you came out here and lived, you could live on $2 a day, eh? You wouldn't have any land to stay on or anything like that. Like, you've got to sort of pay to stay, but there's just no crap. Anyway, we're back to the path where we started. That's up the way to go around the other side of the island. And that's the way we walked in here to Clem's place. That's the entrance. So I'm going to leave you here, legends. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you at Clem's place soon. Bye.